This is the Sakar Murli of Tuesday, the 23rd of July, 2019. The essence: Sweet children, it is only by having remembrance that the battery will be charged. You will receive power, and the soul will become Sato Pradhan. Therefore, pay special attention to the pilgrimage of remembrance. Yad Ki Yatra. Question is, what are the signs, the nishanish, of the children who have love for the One Father? The answer has 4 points. The first: if you have love for the One Father, the Father's vision will take you beyond with just a glance. Nazar Nihal. Second, you will be a complete destroyer of attachment. Puranasta Moha. Third, those who appreciate the love of the unlimited Father cannot become trapped in the love of anyone else, for their intellects have broken away from false human beings and the land of falsehood. Jutta Manusya and Jut Kant. The Father gives you such love, and now that it becomes imperishable, Avinashi, you will then live with a lot of love for each other in the Golden Age. Om Shanti. You children receive the love of the unlimited Father now, only once, and you also remember this love a great deal on the path of devotion. Baba, Baba, all I want is your love. You are the mother and father, you are my everything. You receive love for half the cycle from just the one. The praise of the spiritual love of yours is limitless. It is the Father who makes you children into the masters of the land of peace. Shanti Dam Ke Malik, you are now in the land of sorrow. Dukdam, everyone is crying out in sorrow and peacelessness. In Duk and Shanti, no one has the Lord and Master, Daniduni, to belong to. And this is why they remember him on the path of devotion. However, according to the law, there is a fixed period of half the cycle for the path of devotion. It has been explained to you children that it isn't that the Father is Andaryami, that he is the one who knows what is inside of each one. The Father doesn't need to know what is inside of each one. You have thought readers for that. They learn that skill. It is not like that there. The Father comes here. It is the Father and the children who play their whole parts. The Father knows how the cycle of the world turns, and how the children play their parts within it. It isn't that He knows what is inside each one. It was explained to you last night too that there are only vices inside each one. Human beings are very dirty, and the Father comes and makes you into beautiful flowers. Only once do you children receive the Father's love, and it becomes imperishable. There, there, you have a lot of love for one and another. You are now becoming conquerors of attachment. The kingdom of the Golden Age is said to be the kingdom of the king, queen, and subjects who conquered attachment. Satyugi Rajya, the Rajya of the Rajya, Aranya and Braja, were Maujit. No one ever cries there. There is no mention of sorrow. You children know that. There truly was health, wealth, and happiness in Bharat. That doesn't exist now because it is the kingdom of Ravan. Everyone in it experiences sorrow, and so they remember the Father. Come and give us happiness and peace, and have mercy for us. The unlimited Father is merciful. Ravan is merciless. Deraham. He shows you the path of sorrow. All human beings are following the path of sorrow. The vice of lust gives the greatest sorrow of all. This is why the Father says with his children, conquer the vice of lust, and you will become conquerors of the world. Vikarpajit Beno, and you will become Jagatji. This Lakshmi and Narayan are called the conquerors of the world. You have your aim and objective standing in front of you. Although people go to temples, they don't know the biography of any of them. It is as though they are worshipping dolls. They worship the goddesses. They create them, decorate them, and feed them bok, etc. But those goddesses do not eat anything. It is the Brahmin priests who eat all of that. They create them, sustain them, and then destroy them. That is called blind faith. Andeshraddha. Those things do not exist in the Golden Age. All of those customs and systems emerge in the Iron Age. You first of all worship one Shiv Baba alone, and that is called unadulterated righteous worship. Avyadichari, righteous puja. Then there is adulterated worship. By using the words Baba, you receive the fragrance of a family, Krishna, of a parivar. You too say you are the mother and father. By your mercy of giving us knowledge, we receive a lot of happiness. Your intellects remember that you were previously in the incorporeal world, Murvatan. From there, you came here and took bodies to play your parts. At first, we take divine customs, that is, we are called deities. Then we go into the warrior, merchant, and Sudra clans and play our various parts. You didn't know these things previously. Baba has now come and given you children the knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end. Adi, Madhya, and Ant. He has also given you his own knowledge of how he enters this body. This one didn't know his 84 births. You didn't know them either. The secret of Syam Sudha has been explained to you. This Sri Krishna is the first prince of the new world, and Radhe is the second. There is a difference of a few years. At the beginning of the world, this one is said to be the first number. This is why everyone loves Krishna. He alone is called Shyam Sundar. In heaven all are beautiful. But where is heaven now? The cycle continues to turn. It isn't that it goes beneath the sea in the way that they say Lanka and Dwaraka went down below. No, the cycle continues to turn. By knowing this cycle, you become emperors and empresses, maharajas and maharani, rulers of the globe, chakravarti, masters of the world, nishwake maliks. Even the subjects consider themselves to be masters. They say that it is their kingdom. The people of Bharat say, it is our kingdom. It is called Bharat. The name Hindustan is wrong. In fact, there is just the original eternal deity religions, Abhisanatan, Devta Dharma. However, because they have become corrupt in their religion and action, Dharmbrasht, Karmbrasht, they cannot call themselves deities. The stew is fixed in the drama. Otherwise, how will the Father come and establish the deity religion once again? Previously, you didn't know about these things, but the Father has now come and explained to you. He is such a sweet Baba, and yet you forget him. Baba is the sweetest of all. However, everyone in the kingdom of Ravan gives you nothing but sorrow. This is why you remember the unlimited Father. All of you are devotees and shed tears of love, Prem Kiya Sur, in remembrance of him, while saying, Our beloved, when will you come and meet the brides? Hey Sajan, the husband of all the devotees is God. Bhakta is Bhagwan. God comes and gives you the fruit of your devotion. He shows you the path and explains. This is a play of 5,000 years. No human being knows the creator or the beginning, middle, and end of creation. Only the spiritual father and the spiritual children know this. No human beings know this. Even the deities do not know it. Only the spiritual father knows this. He sits here and explains to his children no bodily being can have the knowledge of the Creator or the beginning, middle, and end of creation. Only the spiritual Father has this knowledge. He alone is called Gyan Gyaneshwar. Gyan Gyaneshwar gives you knowledge in order to make you Rajrajeswar, the kings of kings. This is why this is called Raj Yoga. All the rest is Hatha Yoga. There are many images of those Hatha Yogis. Later on, when the sannyasis come, they teach Hatha Yoga. They teach Hatha Yoga. When there is a lot of expansion, the Father has explained, I only come at the confluence age. I come and establish the kingdom. I carry this establishment not in the golden age. Therefore, establishment surely takes place at the confluence age. Here in the Iron Age, all are worshippers, whereas in the Golden Age all are worthy of worship. The Father comes here and makes you worthy of worship, makes you puja. It is Shravan who makes you into worshippers, into hujaris. You have to know all of these things. This is the highest of all studies. No one knows that teacher. That one is the Supreme Father, teacher, and Satguru. No one knows this. The Father comes alone and gives his full introduction. Pura Parichai. He himself teaches you children and then takes you back with him. You receive love from the unlimited Father, and so you don't like the love of anyone else. At this time, it is the land of falsehood. Jutkant. Maya is false, bodies are false, and the whole world is false. Jyotimaya, Jyotikaya, Juta hai sara sanhar. Bharat is now the land of falsehood, and then in the golden age it will be the land of truth. Such kind. Bharat is never destroyed. This is the greatest pilgrimage place of all, where the unlimited Father comes and explains the secrets of the beginning, middle, and end of the world to you children, and he grants you all salvation. Sarvaki Sargati. This is a very great pilgrimage place. The praise of Bharat is limitless. The Mahima Bharat is O Parampar. However, only you can understand that Bharat is the wonder of the world. Those are the seven wonders of Maya. There is only one wonder of God. The Father is one, and his wonderful heaven is just one. This is called heaven, paradise. It only has one real name, and that is heaven. This is hell. Only you Brahmins go all around the whole cycle. We are Brahmins, and then we become deities. There is a stage of ascent, Chartikala, and then the stage of descent, Uttartikala. There is benefit for everyone due to the stage of ascent. It is the people of Bharat alone who want there to be peace as well as happiness in the world. In heaven there is just happiness. There is no mention of sorrow. That is called the godly kingdom. In the golden age there is the Sun dynasty, Suryavanshi, and then there is the Moon dynasty, Chandravanshi, in the second grade. You have theists, asketics, and they have atheists, Gnostics. You belong to the Lord and Master, Dani, and make effort to claim their inheritance from the Father. You have incognito battles with Maya, Buklarai, with Maya. The Father comes in the night, there is Shivratri, the night of Shiv. But people don't understand the meaning of the night of Shiv. The night of Brahma comes to an end and the day begins. They speak of the versions of God Krishna, whereas these are the versions of God Shiv. Now, who is right? Krishna is the one who takes the full 84 births. The Father says, I come and enter an ordinary old body. He doesn't know his own births either. When he becomes impure at the end of many births, I come into the impure world and enter an impure kingdom. In the impure world there are many kingdoms, whereas in the pure world there is just the one kingdom. There is the account. He said, when they do intense devotion, not a bhakti, on the path of devotion, on bhakti marg, and are about to have their heads cut off, their desires are fulfilled. The manukamnas are fulfilled. However, there is nothing in that is called intense devotion. Since the time that the kingdom of Ravan begins, people have been studying the paraphernalia of devotion, the karam to bhakti, and have continued to come down. They say that God Vyas created the scriptures. Look what they have written. The children have now understood the secrets of knowledge and devotion. All of these explanations are in the pictures of the ladder and the tree. The 84 birds are also shown in them. Not everyone takes 84 birds. Only those who come at the beginning take the full 84 birds. Only at this time do you receive knowledge. Then it becomes your source of income. For 20 birds, you do not lack anything for which you would have to make effort to attain. That is referred to as the one heaven of the Father, the wonder of the world. Its very name is paradise. The Father makes you into the masters of that. Those people simply saw those wonders, but the Father is making you into the masters of that. This is why the Father now says, constantly remember me alone. Niran Yakaro. Attain happiness by remembering me at every moment, and all your pain and suffering of the body will be removed, and you will attain the status of liberation in life. Simar Simar Suktao Kalakales Mita Satanke Jivan Mukti. In order to become pure, it is essential for you to have the pilgrimage of remembrance. Become Manman above, and your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. Antmati Sugati. The land of peace is referred to as liberation, where salvation is received here. Shantidam is referred to as Sadgati, is received here. Against salvation there is degradation. Against the Visdurgati. You now know the Father and the beginning, middle, and end of creation. You receive the Father's love. The Father takes you beyond with his glance. Nazar se nihar, personally comes and gives you knowledge. There is no question of inspiration on this. The Father gives you directions by having remembrance. In this way, you will receive power. Just as the battery is charged, this is a motor, and its battery has become dull. Now, by connecting the yoga of your intellects to the Almighty Authority, Father, you will become Satu Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan, and your batteries will become charged. The Father Himself comes and charges everyone's battery. Only the Father is the Almighty Authority. The Father alone sits here and tells you all of these sweet things. You have been studying the scriptures of the path of devotion for birth after birth. John Janmatar. The Father now says just the one thing to those of all religions. He says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father, and your sins will be cut away. आपने को आप बाप को याद करो. It is the duty of you children to remember me. There is no question of becoming confused about this. Only the one Father is the purifier, is the Patik Pavan. When you have all become pure, everyone will return home. This knowledge is for everyone. This is easy Raju and easy knowledge. Sahaj Raju and Sahaj Gyan Vacha. To the sweetest beloved like lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From Mata, the Father, Bapadada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharana, connect your intellect's yoga to the Father, the Almighty Authority, and charge your battery. Make the soul Satopradhan. Never become confused about the pilgrimage of remembrance. Second, study the study and have mercy, kripa, for yourself. Become an ocean of love, Pyarka Sagar, the same as the Father, Bab Saman. Just as the Father's love is imperishable, Avinashi, so too have true imperishable love for everyone. Become a conqueror of attachment. Become Mojit. The blessing, the Vardhan is, may you be an easy yogi and set your mind and intellect on your seat with the power of determination. May you be an easy yogi, Sahaj yogi, and set your mind and intellect, man and buddhi, on your seat with the power of determination. Durtike Sakti. You children have love for the Father, and this is why you have to pay a lot of attention to having powerful remembrance when sitting, when walking, and moving around, and when doing service. However, if you don't have total control of your mind, if your mind is not in order, you sit properly for a short time and then begin to fidget, vilna. Sometimes you remain set and sometimes you become upset. However, when you use the power of concentration, ekagrata ki sakti or determination, dhrita ki sakti, to set your mind and intellect on the seat of a constant and stable stage, ekrastiti, then you will become an easy yogi. The slogan, use your powers at a time of need, and you will have very good experiences. Use your powers, your shaktis, at a time of need, samaypar, and you will have very good experiences. Ache Anubhas. Om Shakti Om Shan. thee.